This celeriac looks like it's gone to seed with the heat, and this one might be doing the same, but the others seem alright, so we'll leave these and see what happens. And the sweetcorn is going gangbusters now. I was getting a little bit worried that these tassels had appeared and there was nothing here, but in the last few days all the tassels have appeared, so it looks like we will get some sweetcorn. That bed's doing okay. These, yeah, so. Not pleased with them, but these other ones that were in the half barrel did better than these that were in small tubs, so I don't think I'll use these very small tubs again. And again I've got more courgettes. Those tomatoes are doing fine. A couple of the beans got munched, but fortunately I've got some spares, so I brought a couple of spares and I brought in some kale to plant. And I've just picked a load of tomatoes. So these, still got some on. Still a few dead ones around. The aubergines are okay. And that's ready for harvest. Peppers are small, but they're doing alright. More aubergines. In our climate, this is the best I can hope for seed grown aubergines. I mean, you can get grafted ones that produce huge ones, but they cost more than buying aubergines in the first place, so yeah, they hardly seem worth the effort. So yeah, I'm pleased with this. Well, the good news, everything in the greenhouse is looking fine. This cucumber is almost as tall as me. This one needs to be wrapped around, and it's got little cucumbers coming up, so that's fine. Unfortunately, something has had to go at the sweetcorn and flattened a few of them. Yeah, there are little holes dug around, so that's badgers. That's definitely badgers. Well, it's too early. Corn is not ready, so I don't quite understand why. I mean, there's nothing on these yet. But I've got to put the protection on today, and ready our massive courgettes. Beetroot is looking fine, lettuce, and beetroot has got a bit of a leaf miner attack, but it should be alright. What's in here seems to be alright. Blight has been in and actually chewed up. There's virtually nothing there on this at the moment, isn't it? So it's just been more vandalism than anything to eat. But they've damaged that. Obviously don't think I'll get much out of that, but because the tassels at the top are okay, I'll tie it back and hopefully it will fertilise that one and the ones around it. This celery has gone absolutely mental with all the rain we've had. I'll have to do something with it. Well, these peas are finished now, so I'll take them out, but I don't think I'll put peas in those little containers again. I tried to find a solution that was mouse proof and bindweed proof, but that hasn't really worked because they need watering every day in these little tubs. This one in the bigger barrel seems to have done okay, and they're still producing, so I'll have to pick these again today. The celeriac is doing great, and no sign of the dreaded leaf miner, but then I guess with all the rain we've had it wouldn't be flying. Greenhouse is doing great, everything is producing, and this cucumber is now going. I've had a couple off it, but it's got going now, so it's going to be producing good and thick. These gherkins outside are doing fine, so they need picking as well. I had a good pick the other day. I've got loads of them in the fridge still, so with all the rain we've had, the outside tomatoes in this bed are all cracking and bursting, and the slugs are having a feast, but I'm not getting anything out of this because they just burst. The bees are loving the borage, but it's actually shading out the courgettes, and the courgettes are just keep producing. But I think I might have to take one or two of them out to give these courgettes here a bit more room and light, because this one is just gone mental. I picked these the other day and this was like a titty little thing. And they just keep producing masses and masses of fruit. But unfortunately something has been eating the tassels off my sweet corn. Well, that was damaged by the badgers before I put the cage in. But something has eaten all the tassels off these sweet corn. We've got a few that escaped, and they sort of look like they might be ready, but don't think so. The ones like that one that is still not quite ready, so I don't know whether these were pollinated properly before they got munched, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, there's a lot of ones without tassels. I mean, they look like good, nice, thick, plump sweet corn, but with a I'll get half a head or something, I don't know. Half of it will be pollinated and the rest will be nothing, but we'll see. The potatoes, the tops are starting to die off, so they'll be ready for a harvest soon. So we'll see how they go. Some of them are still going, some of the later ones, but the early ones need to be taken out. These are just mental. Runners all over the place, and they just act like a trellis for the bindweed. So I've got fed up of trying to pick them and picking bindweed out of the raspberries, so I'm going to take them out because they're just like watery and mushy. With all the rain we've had, these have been really horrible, and they don't taste nice. I spent all that time pruning them, keep weeding them, and then I've had hardly any raspberries this year. It's produced raspberries, the birds have got some, and rain has ruined the rest, so I'm a bit fed up with them. The physalis is going gangbusters, but again that's been hit by the dreaded bindweed. I keep picking them out and it just comes back the next day. I'm sick of it. The bees are all over this borage. When we've had a lot of rain, so it's just stopped raining, so the bees will be coming out and forcing a bit. But there's a few on there. But the real disappointment has been the salad crops. Absolutely devastated by slugs. They've left that one. Don't know why they didn't like that one, but you know, this one's been eaten, that one's been eaten, that one's been munched. This one is there, and that one survived for some reason. But certainly mixing onions and salad crops hasn't really worked, and the brassicas in the back row are not doing well. The beetroot leaves are doing fine, but this lovage is not happy, I don't think. I think it's all this rain, it's because it's in a barrel, it might not be happy. This nasturtium is going now, so at least that's going. But this trellis was supposed to be for this nasturtium to climb over, but look at the bindweed. Oh dear, I don't think the nasturtium's going to get a look in, is it? This early lettuce has gone to seed. I've let it go to seed just so I can collect a few seeds off it, see if I can keep this going, because I like this variety. I'll try and save my own seeds for this just to see what happens. And I've been picking the beetroot. There's only a few little ones left, I think. I might pull the last of these out, and then this can be cleared. This chard, and I did have some kale in here as well, but I think that's been just well and truly munched. The chard has been well and truly munched by something. It's not good, is it? I had potatoes in here last year, and this one's obviously come back. That's the thing with potatoes, you think you've got them all, and then you haven't. The land cress has gone to seed, but at least I can still get a few pickings off it. But there's the culprit. I'll get rid of him in a minute. But the watercress has been completely devastated by slugs. That's 2 years they've done this. I don't think I'll do it again. It's not a good idea. They just completely devastate it. There's nothing left of it. The apple tree, last year it was like absolutely loaded. This year there are some apples on it and they're starting to go, so I'll thin this out a little bit. we've got damage on some of the apples, so I'm not expecting a huge crop off this year, because I think it overdid itself last year, and this year it's just having a bit of a rest. It'll produce a few and then that'll be it, I think. I've made a little fence temporarily. I will build a fence properly later and put a gate in, but for the moment, just to sort of enclose it, I'll put a couple of pallets here. This one will open as a door, so I can get in, and this area that's had the rubbish in before, now that's all gone, I'm just using it as a bit of a storage area for the moment. And once this fence is built and the gate is built, then I will sort this area out properly, but for the moment it's a bit of a storage area.